Hey everybody, it's the Titanic Gamer here, and welcome to my Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 Vergil guide. Now, the first thing we're going to be going over with Vergil are his normals. Standing light and standing light and crouching light are pretty long-range lows. His standing medium's really good, and it also it can also decently kind of anti-air if you time it properly. See that? Which is just another good thing about his normal. His crouching, his crouching medium is pretty much the same, just a bit longer version of his crouching light. Now his standing heavy is where it's at. Seriously, this normal is probably one of the best normals in the game, and it even reaches behind him. So you can get some pretty sick confirms with this move. This move is an anti-air and it's sick. And it just has so much range. I think it's like over half, almost half screen. Because you don't even have to connect with the cut and it will still hit. It's just really amazing. And his special, oh god, it's like a shorter ranged standing heavy. It's really good. It's too good. Now his crouching heavy is used in combos, and it's actually it's a good tool to poke with. Has a lot of range, but his standing heavy just, I mean, come on now, all that range. And these are only his normals, his ground normals. And now his stinger. His stinger's really good. He just lunges about halfway across the screen with all that range on it. He can easily confirm into that. Rising Sun, we can confirm into his special, which is, it's really too good. And not only that, but his standing where the heck's that? Hold on. His standing heavy and his special can actually confirm. Well, actually not confirm, but they can nullify projectiles, and it's really, really interesting if you ask me. So let me put it on. Now, just watch. Oh, didn't do it right. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. But see that? Nullifies it. So it's really good for defense. His neutral defense is really amazing, because when he's sitting back doing this, just dashing back and stuff, it's really hard to just zone against him. So yeah, these are just his normals, which is just really nuts. Look at that. And his normals are so good. Now let's get to his air normals. Air medium is probably his best normal, because it has quite a bit of range in front of Vergil, and it's really good. But it might not be as good as Homebreaker, I'm not really sure, but either way, it's still a good air normal. Now his air heavy hitbox on it doesn't make it out to what it seems. See that? Like, it looks like it's gonna hit, but it doesn't, and it's just kind of awkward. See that? Like, it didn't hit. It's kind of awkward hitbox, if you ask me. But anyway, it's just using combos, and like, to just defense in general, it's just still a really good normal. His air light is typically used for like that, to try to get after Rising Sun, try to get a easy hit confirm in the a combo. But still, it's okay. Now we get to his infamous Helmbreaker. This move is just so good. Seriously, it's like +1 on block, which I don't understand why it is. And it's like, all depending on the spacing, it can be safe. Cause like if they stand block it, some characters can punish it and some can't. But it's just really height dependent. But either way, if they're up close, they can grab you. It doesn't even matter what you do, they can still grab you. But this move is really good. It's used on incoming, and this move is so good. And also, it can cross up. See that? The hitbox on his normals are sick. It can cross up and use it with assists like Cold Star. You can psych people out, or you can do stuff like this. It's really tricky to block when used correctly. And you can fake people out, and it's sick. So yeah, that's it for his normals, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, and now we'll be going over his specials. First one's Judgment Cut. Judgment Cut it's a really good move actually, because when Vergil does it, he kind of steps back, and the light version is directly in front of him. The medium version's about 2 characters away, and the heavy version is about half screen or more. And it's really good, and it's extremely durable. It's like Dormammu's black hole. It can eat up so many projectiles, and it's just really, really good. I really don't understand why it's really this good. Seriously, it's dirt good. And any projectile with kind of like, it just eats up all of it, man. It's sick, it's stupid, and it's sick. And it can also be used in Spiral Swords loops too. It's a really important component in Spiral Swords loops. It's like used like I kind of messed it up, but it's kind of used like this. See that? Keep the combo going. So it covers zoning. It covers making your special safe. You know, if you predict advanced guard, you can help control the screen. It's like a shield, a momentary shield, and it's really good, and it's extremely durable, and it's typically used to end block strings. And if they get hit by the if they get hit by the light one, you can actually confirm into a combo off of it, which is just crazy, man. What else? There's Rising Sun. It's not actually recommended to end your block strings with this, because if you do, if they advance guard the first hit, you're unsafe. So that's just want to take note of that. This move is typically used in combos, so you won't have to do something like this. You know, so you can unless you have an assist, he can't combo off of that. He can only do high time off of it. That's his only OTG. So yeah, and it's typically used to just extend combos, build more meter, and get more damage. So yeah, only use this move in combos. What else? His trick. Oh man, this move is this is really good. It's used for mix-ups, and it's too good. The light version goes in front of the opponent. The medium version teleports to the back of the opponent, and the heavy version teleports above the opponent. But you'll always be in front of the opponent. You'll always land in front of them. So yeah, take note of that in your mix-ups. Yeah, but these moves help him get around the screen to the opponent, and just, he's a mix-up character. He's supposed to do this. He's supposed to have some type of mix-up potential. Now, his final special move, I think, let me look on the move list just to be sure. Trick, upper slash, Rising Sun. Oh, not his last one, but it's okay. Round Trip. Oh my gosh, this is a candidate for one of the best special moves in the game. It can be used by holding an attack button. This move, oh man, number one, the hitbox on it is pretty big, and it goes about full screen, and it can be used to lock the opponent down, and it's just really good. It's used in Spiral Swords loop. It covers combo extension, lockdown, pressure, and the move is really, really good. And you can just get so much pressure off of it. It's just sick. And see that? You can just do some dirty mix-ups. And advanced guarding against it, is kind of useless because he can still teleport to you and still mix you up. So it's just sick. And it does do quite a bit of chip too. So it can be used as zone too. The last one is his lunar phase, which is used in combos, and it uses up a ground bounce. And it's typically used like this. Get your wall bounce, go in the round trip, you know, and do spiral sword loops. So yeah, those are all of his special moves. His special moves are really good at what they do, by the way. Okay, his second hyper combo is, well, just another one of his hyper combos is Dimension Slash. This move is really good to end combos with, but I'm gonna be honest right now. Why use Dimension Slash when you can use Spiral Swords? Because Spiral Swords is much better. But the move itself, this move itself is really random because, like, at far range, it actually has a chance to cross up. And it's just really bizarre. And it's basically like a free mix-up. But, yeah, at far range, you might get hit. He might get a cross up. He might not. Who knows? At mid range, it's likely going to hit you from the front. There are some times it can hit you from the back, but it all depends on its position. Actually, it's just a really, see that how he kind of just, the computer just kept looking back and forth. It's really bizarre. But there are ways to counter it. Well, it didn't happen because Dante's snapback's a little slower, but when he's up close and he uses it, the snapback is like the best option. Or at mid-range too, and like at far range, you just want to try to, you can actually grab him out of it up close too, but it is just, it's really difficult too. So yeah, this move is really good in combos, and it's pretty amazing if you ask me, because cross up, it has a chance to cross up, and it can be used at the end of combos. And since Vergil can use this after Spiral Swords if he has enough meter, it can be used to finish off an opponent. And it's just really sick. And the moves that can set it up for max damage would be Crouching Heavy, Lunar Phase. It's just a really good special, really good hyper. The first hit on Lunar Phase works, but not Lunar Phase, but Rising Sun. But it's kind of difficult. Helmbreaker, not Helmbreaker, but High Time. We already know this sets him up perfectly. But try to get the opponent in the middle when you use this. So yeah, that's it for this hyper combo. And now we'll be going over his hyper combos. The first one I'm going to be going over would be his Devil Trigger. Now, as I recall, in Devil Trigger, he gets a 20% damage and speed boost. And not only that, but the hitbox on his moves become drastically improved. Well, hitbox on his special moves anyway, they become drastically improved. Look at that big hitbox. You can legitly zone like this, and he does quite a bit of damage in this state. And his Devil Trigger is just a really good buff super. It's really good. I mean, it's also used to make just your pressure safe, and it's just used to extend combos and keep them in block stun, and it can be used for so much stuff. See that? Didn't know that, did you? But yeah, it's just really good. But it's a really good buff super, and it has an important part in his level 3 X Factor too. Now, the second one we're going to be going over would be Spiral Swords, candidate for the best level 1 in the game. It's like Ouroboros, but better. It doesn't make any sense why this move is so good. Combos, check. This move is really good. And it doesn't even matter how many, you can loop them as many times as you want. It does not matter how many hits you have in a combo. You can loop them as many times as you please, as long as you have meter, which makes the move really sick. With just 1 meter, you dominate the neutral. And there's no reason why this character should be able to do this. It's just With one bar, the neutral is yours for the taking. Seriously. With all that lockdown from round trip and assists, you can screw the opponent up so many times. Easily one of the best level 1s in the game. And even if they block it, you can still get pressure off of it. It's just too good. And it has 2 follow-ups. The crown, it can only go away if they tag out. So you can pretty much do whatever you want to unless they tag out. And if they do a raw tag, if you predict it, you get free damage and free meter. And the next follow-up would be blistering swords. Oh my gosh. It's like an assist with high durability. This one move. It's like Dr. Doom's hidden missiles, but more durable. And even if you are hit, they'll still come out. Like, see that they still come out? So they can break combos, and basically you are in control of the pace of the match when these are up. Anytime you bring the swords out and do the follow-ups, or just have spiral swords out, you are in control of the neutral. You dominate the neutral. And it's just really sick. But yeah, this is the first part of the video, or the first part of this guide. The second part will be covering, combos and some other things. So I'll see you guys later.